Hello everyone and welcome back to season 2 of Everything Bitsat from a Bitsian. Today let's look at the new and revised iteration process for 2020. There is another video on the channel for 2019, but please don't refer to that. That process is now outdated, and this is a quite different process this year. So let's just dive straight into it. There are two main changes which I feel are the biggest. One is that the refund amounts. So previously there were a lot of price cuts or fee cuts that if you opt out of the process at some later duration, then you would lose a lot of money. But now in 99.9% of the cases, you will lose only 1000 rupees even in the worst case, and you will get rest of your money back if you choose to not take the admission. And the other big change is the sort of freezing option that is there this time, which was not there in any previous year's iteration process in bits. So this is not like the other freezing options, or in that how freezing option is considered in some other context. So let's just take a look and zoom in and just because this looks a little bit intimidating, so we'll just zoom in and follow some paths. I will try to cover as much as I can. Rest you can download the image from the link in the description, and you can view it in Google Chrome or any other software of your choice, and you can refer to this. So yeah, let's get started. So the starting point is obviously here. This is where the applications close and the first iteration results are announced. So once the first iteration results are announced, you will have two choices. Do you want to continue? If you don't want to continue, you can just leave. If you want to continue and if you got something, then you have to pay the admission fee and the first semester fee. And now comes the freezing option. So the freezing option here is that while paying the fee, you can specify if you want to freeze that allotment or not. So this option is only there while paying the fee. So this part is very important. So let me give you an example. So suppose I got a branch in the first iteration. Now I decide not to freeze this branch. I will go to the second iteration. Now I cannot freeze in the second iteration. Because I did not freeze in the first iteration, I cannot also freeze in the second iteration, right? So only this option is only given to you when you are paying the fee, when you are paying the full fee. So that is why you have to make sure that you understand this properly. I will show you what the text in the admission modality says. So candidate offered admission to a particular program after an admission iteration may opt out of consideration for all other programs of higher preferences as given in the application form. This option is to be exercised while making the payment of fee and cannot be reversed under any conditions. So this part is important, while making the payment of fees. So after any other further iterations, you will not be given that option to freeze. So only when you are freezing will you be given that option. So yeah, now then comes the second iteration. So let's say if you chose to freeze, then you will come to this light blue state which will continue here. So we'll come to that later, but otherwise you will after the second iteration also you will have a choice. The choice would be to continue or not. If you don't want to continue, you can opt out and you will get a full refund as symbolized by the green circle. And if you want to continue, then 20th October is specially mentioned because if you opt out anytime before the 20th before the date 20th October, you will get the full refund. Now this 20th October date may change, so please keep referring to the website, because anyway the first iteration has been delayed, so this 20th October date might also change. Now after the 20th October date, there will be the third iteration. So in the third iteration, again after the third iteration you would have choice. If you don't want to continue, what you can do is not complete the formalities and you will still get the full refund. By not completing the formalities, I'm talking about not submitting the documents, and there's a whole form and all those things where document verification and all those things. If you do not do that, even after the third iteration, you will still get the full refund. But if you want to continue further, you should complete all the formalities before the 30th of October, and or before the whatever the due date is, and then 30th of October will come into picture. Now after 30th of October, there will be the fourth iteration. Again, do you want to continue? If you don't want to continue, you have the option to opt out, but you will lose about $1,000. Excuse me. So you will lose around $1,000, as symbolized by the yellow circle. And if you want to continue, you can go to the fifth iteration. Again, same choice. Do you want to continue? No, you can opt out for $1,000, or you can choose to go to the sixth iteration. As per the website, the sixth iteration may or may not happen. So it can be the case that after the fifth iteration, you will directly go to the dark blue state. I will come to the dark blue state, which starts here. So I will also come to that in a moment. Now, again, as I said, this is the representation of what each of these dots, the colored circles mean. So now let's take a look at someone who got waitlisted after the first iteration. So currently we saw how to proceed if you get a seat in the first iteration, but let's see what happens if you get waitlisted in the first iteration. So after the first iteration, do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Did you get something? I got waitlisted. So now you have to pay the admission fee, which is around 43,000, that smaller portion, and then you will go to the second iteration. Now at the second iteration, you will have a choice to continue or not. So if you don't want to continue, you can leave with full refund. And one thing I would like to mention is that at any point in the wait list, when you are in the wait list, you can opt out and you will get the full refund. And by this, I want to clarify that it means that anytime you are on the wait list means that you have not got any offer. So till that point, anytime you can leave and you will get the full refund. So now suppose after second iteration you got something. So if you got something, then you have to pay the first semester fee, which is I think 1,99,000, that number. So because already you paid the waitlist fee, which is the admission fee, now you are paying the first semester fee. Again, now since this is now when you are paying the first sem fee, you will have the option of freezing this allotment. So if you want to freeze this allotment, you can do so. Again, you are going to the light blue circle, which is somewhere here. We'll come to that. And then you get merged into the previous cycle that we have discussed, where somebody got into the first iteration itself. So the rest of the portion remains the same. Similarly, you can check out what happens if you don't get a seat in the second iteration also, and then you come to the third iteration, and again there is the 20th October thing. Doesn't matter much here. You can opt out with 20,000 with till 20th October with full refund, and then you can go to third iteration. Third iteration, did you get something? Yes. Then again you have to pay the first sem fee. You will have the option to freeze, and you'll go to the purple dot. Again, that side I will show you. Similarly, so on for fourth, fifth, sixth iteration. Every time whenever you pay the fee, you will have this option, and finally you will end up in this dark blue dot. So let's just see what is happening. So for everyone who chose to freeze their branches in the first and second iteration, they end up in these blue dots. So in these blue dots, you will see that what are the options. If you don't want to continue, you can opt out before 20th of October and you will get the full refund. Now again, this purple dot, if somebody got the option and chose to freeze in the third iteration, then they have the option to come here and just see if they want to continue. If they don't want to continue, they again have the option of not completing the formalities and exiting. Or if they want to continue, complete the formalities till 30th October, and after 30th October you are going to the dark blue state. So what the dark blue state is, so this is the dark blue state. Again, from the dark blue state you will have an option. If you don't want to continue, you can opt out. You will lose $1,000, and this is before 31st December. After 31st December, if you want to continue, fine. If you do not want to continue, you can opt out, but you will lose 100% of whatever amount that you have deposited. This is somewhere around 2,50,000 in that range. So at this point, after 31st of December, you will lose the complete fee. So this is the entire chart. And yes, so there is one part which is not very explicitly mentioned in the admission modality, which is what happens if you get a seat after the third iteration and you choose to opt out. So as per my understanding, it will be either 1000 deduction or full refund. I have taken the worst case that you will lose 1000 rupees. I have marked it with a question mark that this is not sure, and I will request you to go through the admission modality yourself, and also a letter that you will be given at each stage. So if you are waitlisted, you will get a waitlist PDF. If you are allotted something, you will have that PDF. So that will contain all the instructions. So since I have made this, and I understand that there will be some crowding, like when I was showing you the video, you might not have been able to see the whole thing. So please take a look, download this, check it out completely, and you know verify this with the admission modality and with the extra instructions PDF that you will get based on whatever you are allotted. Because again, this is something that I have made, this is not an official thing, so that is why it is prone to having errors. So please just be mindful of that. Do not get disheartened if you don't get anything in the first iteration. Cutoffs do fall. This time, one thing that will be very interesting to see is that when the cutoffs will fall, because previously there was a very clear cut point where after that you would have started losing a lot of fee. Like there was a point after which you would have lost around 26,000, after which then another point after which you would have lost 52,000. So these points were very clear defining criteria that after this point the cutoffs will fall, after this point the cutoffs will fall, because people will not take that, people will try to avoid losing that much money. Before that, if you are losing 1000 bucks, people generally do not care, because this is a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. So people generally do not care about those things. But this time, since almost the entire process is like there is only a maximum risk of losing 1000 rupees, so it will be very interesting to see where actually the cutoffs take the largest dive. So that is why I keep saying cutoffs are not predictable, because the process itself is completely new. So it really makes no sense to predict the cutoffs. Two more points I would like to mention are, first, that when I'm saying the freeze option, I just want to make it even more clear that when you are freezing is an option, like it's a choice, that you have to pay the fee if you want to stay in the race, or if you want to stay in the process of iterations. So after you're allotted something, you have to pay the fee for sure, to make sure that you at least get that seat. And if you want, you can freeze that seat, or if you want, you can not freeze that seat. But that doesn't mean you, if you pay the fee and not freeze, it does not mean that you will lose that seat. So if you pay the fee and you choose to not freeze, then you will be considered for sliding up in further in the process. And it is not like you are locking that branch. Locking that branch is a choice. So paying the fee is compulsory to at least have that seat. Then if you want to not slide up further, you can do that. And if you don't lock, if you don't freeze, then you will slide up. At any point you cannot slide down in your preference list. So that is also as per the previous year's process. And the other thing that I wanted to mention was that if you have filled the preference list correctly, and like as as was told to you either in the admission modality on this channel or like the Facebook group Bitsat queries, then most likely you will never need to freeze your allotment. So if you have filled your preference list thoroughly and it strictly reflects the order of your preference, then I would suggest to not freeze at any point. But if there is something that you had missed, or some if you are able to use it in some sort of way that your error in your preference list is being rectified, then only you should consider freezing. So consider freezing as a very very rarely used kind of option. Like don't rush to use it. Think over it very carefully if you do choose to freeze it, and if you have already filled your preferences correctly, don't even bother about the freezing option. You can just ignore it. So yeah, that's those were two things that I kind of forgot to mention. And yeah, bye bye.